Hey folks, 828 Find Adventure. I've been on the search for some running boards for the 25 Toyota 4Runner for some time, or since I got it. I saw the ones you could get for it from Toyota. They were just really too expensive for a running board, 1,200 bucks, and it's not even electric and automatically comes down and retracts. They look nice, the quality's nice. I'm not paying over $1,000 for some running boards that just are for steps. So I saw a lot going on the Land Cruisers and the 4Runners that were made of plastic over some aluminum. They had pretty substantial brackets for them. Ordered some. They weren't from Toyota. They were just off eBay, and they showed up damaged, but they were really cheap. And so I decided that wasn't going to work for me. So I returned them because they were damaged, and I just didn't like the plastic look. So I had some on the 25 Tacoma, and I really wanted to, I will show you right there. And I really wanted to make some or get some like that for the 4Runner. Nobody made some. There is some that step down about 4 inches that are tubular steel, and they look heavy duty. But you know, when you have a step down on a step, what you get there is it makes your vehicle lower to the ground. You can lift it 2 inches, but those steps lower like 4 inches, 3 to 4 inches. So I didn't like that look. So it was hard to find any out there for the 25 4Runner. Just really hard. So unless you get rock sliders, you can, but they're a lot. That's a lot of weight. I mean, you could be adding up to 160 pounds to your vehicle, and that's going to drag on performance and gas mileage and everything else. But there's a use for them, but I don't need that. So the Tacoma had these that I got from Tiger Auto, and that I showed you. They're cab flush. They have really nice brackets, really thick, like powder coating, and I really like the way they look, and the width of them. They stick out past the body, so it protects from door dings. And so after a while, I was just like, look, you know what? I like these. I'm going to make these fit. So I got the bracket. I bought another set. I bolted up the brackets. There is places under the 4Runner to bolt. There's several places, so I bolted the brackets where they needed to go. 2 of the brackets bolt right up. The one in the back does not. The bracket goes on, but I had to hack off about 12 to 15 inches of the running board, which I did, and I will show you in this video. And got the stuff together, and I will show you that. And I got them on the 4Runner. So let me walk you through it and show you what I did and tell you how I went about it. And you can decide if you want to do this yourself. You know, if you see something you like and they don't make it for your vehicle, maybe you can. And, you know, don't discount it. You know, I took pictures and measurements and thought about it and looked at it. And, you know, fortunately, Toyota already puts the bolts in there to mount running boards. So that helped. And, you know, so I'll walk you through it. So these are the running boards bolted up to the 25 Tacoma. These are by Tiger Auto. They're made of steel, and I really like them. They're very stable, very heavy duty, and coated really well. So I got another set. They come packaged like nothing I've ever seen. Tiger Auto goes out of their way to make sure it is packaged well, and it's going to make it to your house in one piece. You saw that I put these really cool cab flush mount running boards or steps on the Tacoma. Well, I really wanted those for the 4Runner, but I couldn't find them. All I can find some that step down low. That just makes your vehicle look lower to the ground. I wanted some that were up high, kind of cab flush, just a little bit down, you know, more for something to stand on so I can do rack stuff, do stuff on the top of the truck, whatever. So I bought another set. They're very economical. They're not like these expensive plastic ones you get on Amazon or eBay. These are steel and they're really powder coated well. So I got some, but I had to have them cut down. So I've started that process, cut them down. Now the brackets underneath will fit. I believe two will match up. One won't. I'll have to drill and put a what are they, riv nut in it, and then it's just like they came factory that way. And I also have to put some plastic plugs in the metal where I cut it. But let me show you that. I took the plug out already, which I'll use in the other piece. You see, it's cut, and it's got riv nuts in it. So I'm gonna have to put a new riv nut in the other one. But you know, it's steel. I can drill that. It's not a problem. And you know, let's get this project going. This is gonna be fun. So I have them here ready to go on, and as the days go by, early in the morning, that's when I'm gonna start doing it. So little by little, I'll get these on, and I'm going to show you what I did. But you know, sometimes when you can't find something you want, you make it, and you know, that's what I'm doing. Pretty cool, huh? I'm going to deburr these little scraps so nobody gets cut. I'm also going to deburr the other ones, and you know, we'll just go from there. This is cool stuff. So here we have the running boards. You can see how they mount. I filed these down. I'm gonna have to put a little, you know, Rust-Oleum on them so they don't rust up. Then I'm gonna have to do some drilling here for some more riv nuts, and we'll be good to go. See how these do? Oh, it looks like it's gonna, look at that. Looks like it's going in good. Got the end caps in. Just ordered a couple of these plastic ones off Amazon. I reused that one. So there you go. Now these are solid steel now, so these look good. These are going to look awesome on the 4Runner. So I hit it up, some Rust-Oleum around those edges. I will clean it up later. Those cuts near the caps. Got the caps in. Just got to drill some riv nuts, that's it. But I'll have to mount the brackets to the truck and measure off where those riv nuts go. So it'll be about another day or two before I get this done, because I have to work out in this cool. I have to work out when it's I have to work on it when it is cool. It heats up here and the heat index is so high. It's just a little I don't like sweating all over everything. So I'll get out here tomorrow about 7 a.m. Okay guys, I got these cut down. I've got them capped, and we're gonna get them mounted, weather permitting. Let me show you. Got these on there, and I've got it marked on here so I can put some riv nuts in there, and then we can get these things mounted. Awesome. Okay, I've got these mounted. They just bolt right on. All you need is like some sort of chop saw to cut these steel running boards down. And now all I have to do is at that one end, drill some holes, put some riv nuts, and I'm all set. And I've got custom, one-of-a-kind 4Runner running boards. Fantastic. So here we go, getting some riv nuts installed. They were easy. I just bought a riv nut tool off of Amazon. I will use it for other projects. These were already here. I cut the end off, so I had to put another one right there. But and another one right there. It was as easy as drilling some holes, making sure they were the right size for the riv nut, and putting them in. It was a lot easier than I thought. I was a little stressed about this, but worked out great. We're gonna have a nice finished product with the end caps and everything. This is all filed smooth and everything. And yeah, it's gonna look good. Okay, folks, here we go. These are by Tiger Auto. Now, they don't sell these for the 4Runner, but I got them for the Tacoma, and I like the way they sit flush to the cab, and they're all made of steel. And when you get them all bolted up, which is simple, they're very sturdy and strong, and they give a kind of a wide footprint. If you look, see, they stick out almost as wide as the tires, and they will protect your door. You know, they will protect your vehicle from door dings, but they will not protect your vehicle from somebody opening the back door of a sedan. Those V-shaped doors will get you in the fender flare. So I might add those later just for extra protection, because the SR5 just has these integrated metal ones. So anyways, here we go. They bolt up to the Toyota bolts, you know, for running boards. The only thing I had to do after I cut it off was add a 2-inch end cap. I got that off Amazon. This is the end cap that came with it, but it was of course out here. And then I had to drill into this piece, which is 1.5 by 2 inch, just basic steel, about as thick as a muffler pipe. No, it's a little bit thicker than that. It's probably double. And put a couple of riv nuts in it, in the same place as the bracket. And yeah, it was easy. I just marked it off with a Sharpie, drilled some holes, dropped the riv nuts in there, which are easy, and you can get those tools anywhere. And you know, and there we go, and it bolted up good and sturdy. So I like it. I mean, these are strong, you know. Look at that. We'll zoom out a little bit. Now I know it cuts off at the end, but you know what? It gives me more place to put my foot than a standard one like this, because if you look at the Tacoma, you see how it goes in. So I don't know how they'll design them for the 4Runner. Maybe they won't. These are by Tiger Auto, and you know, they didn't have what I wanted, and there's not many running boards out there for the 4Runner that I liked. There's a lot of plastic ones, and there's a lot in different designs that are stepped down low and make your vehicle look lower to the ground than it already is. And so I wanted these. I liked them on this vehicle, and I wanted them on here, so I just made some. A cut and some riv nuts and a plastic cap. That's what it took. You know, and I don't have machinist skills or any of that stuff, so doing this sort of thing, it takes me a while to put it together in my head. I got to think about it. I'm still a little nervous doing it. I don't want to screw anything up or waste any money. These running boards are fairly cheap. I think I got these for $2.25 shipped from Amazon, or you could do it through Tiger Auto. And you know, they're steel. And let's see, how far out do they sit? Yeah, they're gonna do the same protection as they do on the Tacoma. There you go. Well, there's my video on the custom running boards. And, you know, I hope you, so there's my video on the custom running boards that I made. Nobody else is going to have them unless they make them like me. And they look cool. They're wide. They protect the vehicle. Excuse me, protect the vehicle. They're heavy duty. They're made of steel, not aluminum. And they're powder coated. And, you know, it was actually pretty easy to do. I was a little hesitant and a little stressed out, but I did it. So there you go. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on the 25 4Runner and 25 Tacoma. I'd really appreciate you watching. Leave a comment. I love comments. Ask questions. And I will tell you what I know. And if there's, you know, that's what I got. Stay tuned. There's more videos coming this fall and winter. So I try to put one out every week. So hang in there, folks, and stay tuned. See ya.